Hello, my friends. This is your happy stamper lady, Rachel Markin, helping the creative you shine through. Welcome to March Paper Pumpkin, which is out of the box week. Super, super excited to show you our wonderful new paper pumpkin kit. So let's go to Facebook real quick. This is where it can be more interactive. Thank you for those who subscribe to me on YouTube. And I would ask that if you get a chance, come on over to Facebook. And for those on Facebook who have not subscribed to YouTube, come on over to YouTube and subscribe. I would totally appreciate that. This is my demonstrator page. The butterfly set is still available that I had been showing you. The DSP is sold out. Now, it is going to be in the annual catalog. It won't be a bundle anyway in the catalog, I don't believe. So you will still have time if you want to order all the wonderful butterflies. Hello, my friends. Paper Pumpkin Week. Super, super excited. So why do I get so jazzed about Paper Pumpkin? I will tell you. One, it is its own magic box that comes right to your house, right to your door, $22. That includes tax and shipping. Now, that's United States. I will clarify that. And so I love that I get something every single month that comes to my door. The other thing is I will share with you that I put off Paper Pumpkin for a long time because I just thought, it's not for me. It's for, newer stampers who, just want to get a kit to follow directions. That is true. That comes with directions and shows you. And you can make 8 cards this time and do exactly what they say in the directions, and you'll have 8 gorgeous cards. But the thing that I am loving about this Paper Pumpkin is that it challenges me. I am over the moon stamper. I am as avid as you get. I love all the stamping, and it still challenges me. And that's what I am loving about this kit, is that I put it off thinking that I wasn't going to enjoy it, and now I can't even tell you how super excited I get for the kit to come in. It makes me super, super happy. So that is the beauty of the Paper Pumpkin kit. I feel like it appeals to everyone. And if you're someone who, you're homeschooling your kids, you've got them home and you're wanting projects, this is fabulous for you and either your sons or your daughters, both of them. Super, super fabulous way to enjoy stamping and doing a project. Magic box empty. I'm going to show you everything that comes in Paper Pumpkin for $22. I cannot put a kit together for you for $22 that you're going to be able to do everything that you get. First of all, you always get a stamp set. That in itself is huge because obviously you're going to do the kit, but then you're going to have the stamp set that's just going to go on and on for you. And you always get a little Stampin' spot, so you'll have multiple colors of stamp pads as well. And you can stop and start your subscription. You can do a year subscription and save money, 6 months and save money. You can do it month by month, stop and start, but you always get everything you need in the box. Now, you'll see I have extra supplies. I always try to keep it very, very minimal in my out of the box because I want to show you how you can do something other than the instructions that they give you. Normally, it's always just white cardstock. This time I used the butterfly punch only because this is March Madness Butterflies and Flowers, and I wanted to show you how cute that was. But you could totally forego the butterflies and not even have to do that. And most people have dimensionals. A lot of times they include them. It's not in this set, but a lot of times even the Paper Pumpkin includes dimensionals. Something this included this time are these stencils. Now, I did not play around with those just yet, but this week I'm going to try to do a couple extra cards because I have plenty of supplies left. That's the other thing with Paper Pumpkin. You make your cards and you still have extra supplies. I always do. I use it to the nth degree. Like I use it to the last sheet of paper. Sorry, my throat is very dry. I'm definitely dealing with allergies, but I'm loving the beautiful weather. I open the windows when nobody's home because I have a hot flash, so I am always hot. And it's like 65 degrees in the house, which is glorious to me. I know that is like, most people call my house the Polar Express. However, I love it. Okay. It always comes with envelopes. Look at these gorgeous. I like the natural cardstock. Super thick, super wonderful. We will stamp on those. This time, It came with envelope liners. Now, you know I'm not using them as an envelope liner. I'm totally using this as like DSP today. So these are your 2 different envelope liners. We actually will be using those as DSP today. And then it came with 4 of this card. This is Pretty Peacock. We are going to cut that up and use that also as DSP. Then it came with these pre-printed. Look how beautiful this is. It came with this, 4 of those. It also came with 4 of this card, pre-printed, already a mural on it. We're going to cut that up. Of course we are. And then it comes with all kinds of little punch outs. Look at these little guys. Just trying to even get a hold of it. My finger doesn't want to get a hold of it. These tiny, like, look at these adorable trees that it came with. Oh, sorry. My throat. And then it came with, trying to find all the little bits and pieces. It came with these little tags. It came with a bigger size tag. And then it came with pieces that I'm not even using today, which is fine. That is the beauty of Paper Pumpkin, that you can pick and choose. To me, that's the beauty of Paper Pumpkin. I have 4 sets of these extra trees. So it actually came with 8 trees. So I'm going to try to do 2 different extra projects this week to show you extra. Then it came with this like little piece with the clouds. And it came with another little piece. Oh, there it is. That little piece of the clouds. These were just punch outs. Yeah, so you have all kinds of wonderful little goodies. Oh, and it came with these. Totally forgot that it was turned over weight. Came with like the little green strips. So again, I mean, the potential for Paper Pumpkin is endless because you can just keep creating on and on. So today, I'm only going to create 2 cards today. And then this week, watch for on Facebook, I'm going to post a couple other cards that I'm going to try to create out of the leftover stuff I have. So we're going to start with card number 1. It's called a panel painting card. I've done this technique a long time ago. It's been probably a good year, but I wanted to revisit it with this piece because I think it's really pretty. So your cardstock for both, your base is white cardstock, 11 inches by 4 1/4 inches this way, scored at 5 1/2. Very simple. That is going to be the main base for your cards. Now, panel painting card, this is actually really simple with this piece, but I still feel like it really, really popped it up. So I want to show you how beautiful that is. So what you're going to start with is I cut this in half where the score line is. That's where I cut my paper. I'm going to do that over here. You don't just see my cutter necessarily. You just know that I'm cutting it on that score line. And then I need 3 panel pieces, as you see up there, to start with. And they need to be 5 1/4. This is 5 1/2, so I'm going to cut off to 5 1/4, and you're going to use that inside. Of course you are. You know I'm always using like every piece of the paper. So that's actually going to go inside our card. So we're going to use that extra piece. And then we're going to cut our panels at 1 3/8 of an inch, and it's all going to get cut out on the 1/2 of that piece of paper. So it just stretches your projects even more. It just allows you to do even a little bit more. So we need 3 of those. I'm going to finish cutting this last one, and it gives you a tiny little strip on the end. Okay, we're going to cut those, and then for our main panel painting, we're going to cut this piece, which is already at 5 inches. So you're going to cut at 1 1/4 3 times, and it's a perfect cut. Okay, so we've got 1 1/4, perfect cut. 1 1/4, and then you have these gorgeous panels. How simple is that? Truly simple, simple, simple. For the inside, we're going to take that envelope liner. Okay, so for the inside strip, you're going to cut it at 1/4 of an inch. You know what? I'm going to do it at 1/2 of an inch. I said 1/4, but I think 1/2 is a little bit, I like that size a little bit better. So you're going to cut it at 1/2 inch, and then You're going to turn it around and you're going to cut it out 5 inches. So you've got this tiny little piece. This is your inside strip, and that piece is going to go as well. And guess what, you guys? Your cutting is already done. Excuse me while I reach over here to get my, look at my little glue holder. This was an old piece that we sold like a card kit in, and I loved that little piece when I was done with the card kit. So that's where I hold my glue in. And as you saw, I was low. I only have 4 bottles left. What is that all about? Okay, so now what you're going to do is you make sure that your panels are in order, and then you're going to attach them to this pretty peacock strip. That's the color that is, pretty peacock. And those colors are getting ready to go away. I'm actually very sad about the pretty peacock because when the new catalog comes out, these colors have been around for 2 years. So Stampin' Up! Has color families. If you're not familiar with their colors, they have color families, and they stay around for 2 years. They introduce, or sorry, their color families are 4 color families that always stay around, but then they introduce what are called in colors. And so you introduce a set, which you're getting ready to get a new set. And so then the old set bumps up, and then you get rid of the set that's been there for 2 years. Pretty cool system because, you know, it's nice to change things up. It's nice to have main colors, but it's nice to have new colors to work with. Sometimes I'm not as sad. I will actually be sad about the set that's going away because Pretty Peacock is in it, and the Rococo Rose has become like a favorite of mine. So I actually will be sad about about those going away. I'm always excited to see the new things that they're doing, but I'm actually more attached to these colors than I have been in some of the previous years. Okay, and you see what I'm doing? I have now created a panel. So it changes up, truly changes up like the whole look of this card. And it kind of draws your eye to the picture a little bit more, I feel like. So then I am going to then glue the panels on. It's as simple as that. And a nice thing is with this, I will tell you, I mean, obviously this is our paper pumpkin and this was already printed, but you could do this with any type of paper you wanted. If you had a pretty design that you wanted, you could create a panel card. You could create your own DSP. I've showed you how to do that before, and you can create a panel card. So this card is very, very versatile. We have some really beautiful DSP that has a lot of color and design that would make a beautiful panel card on its own too. So I love the versatility, and then look at what that's doing for you already in that beautiful, just that beautiful panel card. I really do love it. Had a really good time. I have so much fun. I get really giddy. I kind of feel like Paper Pumpkin is like Christmas, you know, like a little, here comes my little thing. Or if you, here's totally dating myself. You know, the Sears and Roebuck catalogs that you'd get in and like that kind of stuff, like you wait for it. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. Okay, look how cute that is. All right, so there is the main base of the panel card. And then this is a piece that they gave you, and I already stamped "Here's to You." That was on the stamp. Now I am going to do dimensionals, but again, you wouldn't even have to use extra dimensionals if you didn't want to. You could just glue it right on there. You could just use your glue and put it on as a little piece over top of the panel. But look at how cute that is with the "Here's to You." Boom, you could be done, right? We could walk away from that and be super, super happy. We're going to add butterflies because, well, because it's butterflies and because it is Butterfly Flower March Madness time. So I thought it would be beautiful to do some butterflies. So guess where my butterflies came from? You got it. The extra paper. So I had an extra sheet of this. I used butterflies to punch out this. I used an extra sheet from this. And I used the other envelope liner, and I punched out butterflies. Again, look how versatile that is for you. It gives you so many, many options. So I punched out the butterfly there and put it on dimensionals, and I did this little guy in the Pretty Peacock, which I love, and put it on dimensionals. And then I felt like he needed something in the middle, but you wouldn't have to. But I kind of mimicked the flower pattern that was going on there. And then we're going to put that in the butterfly, and hello to that gorgeousness. And then very, very quickly and very easily, we're going to do just a little bit of extra here. This is also the envelope liner. You guys, I'm telling you, I use every bit that I can use. I'm like, no, that can stretch. I love the pattern of that. That's not just going in the envelope. We need to step that bad boy up and put it inside the card. And look how beautiful that already makes the card. And then this is the extra piece you cut off from your original card that we made into cardstock. Okay, and that is going to go inside there. And look what you have. Isn't that feeling very springy? Very springy and happy this card is. And then for the inside of this card, I thought a couple butterflies flying around the top was perfection because because it's butterflies. You guys know how much I love my butterflies. And I think I told you, the butterfly thing for me is a symbol of hope. I just feel like, and we need that. I know I need that right now. A symbol of hope, a symbol that things can become new, that life does indeed change, and that we can be the better people that we're meant to be for certain. So I love that. And so then there you have your butterflies. Now, we haven't even stamped, well, we stamped our word, but we haven't even stamped. I'm going to take this, I would call it like they look like little wildflowers, I guess. We're going to do that, and we're going to do Calypso Coral. Now, I'm going to use my big pad, but that's the exact same color that came in your kit, so it's not a different color of any kind. And I'm going to take that Calypso Coral, and I'm just going to go one time with the wildflowers down here. Look how beautiful that is, and then I'm going to leave that open. You can write in it, "Here's to you" could mean 1,000 things. And they have also, congratulations, happy birthday, a lot of cute little sayings, and I love that about Paper Pumpkin too, because then, like I said, you have stamps that have these beautiful sayings. So there is panel painting card number 1 done. And then, of course, you have your envelope. Of course we do. So why not give a little wildflower in your envelope, because you can, right? And we'll do a little wildflower on our flap, so when you open it, it's lovely, and you have a matching envelope with your cards. Paper Pumpkin thinks of everything, you guys. I love it. Okay, so that is card number 1, panel painting. Card number 2, super cute as well. I'm calling this a mural painting card because of the piece they gave you. So to me, this looks like someone painted a mural. Really gorgeous. Isn't it beautiful? Just a beautiful piece. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use all of our pieces again. So I had leftover Pretty Peacock, the back side, and I used that and I cut it so I could make 4 cards with our mural painting. So this particular piece here is 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. Then we're going to cut this in half at the score line, of course. Okay, so I'm just going to come over here so we can cut that in half at the score line. And then we're going to start cutting our mural out, and that too is going to give us extra pieces. So here you go, get another piece, and butterflies will get punched out of that, or whatever hits your fancy that you want to use it for. I'm telling you guys, I just fell in love with this whole look. My husband was like, wow, what pretty cards. It just feels so beautiful. Definitely very springy and beautiful. So what I'm essentially doing is that piece then is the next piece, 4 1/4 by 1 3/4. Right off the mural, because I'm cutting the mural out is what I'm doing. I'm cutting around the mural, the mural ends up being about 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Now that is not a perfect measurement because I'm just cutting around that cardstock, but that's what I'm going for. I'm going for that gorgeous mural, right? Because it's beautiful. All right, so we're going to put that piece down because we're done. We got that piece cut out. We're super happy with it. Okay, and then I cut a piece of white cardstock out so that it could go on top of there. Kind of just give this a different, I feel like it gives it a different, really pretty look, actually. I love how this mural picture came together as well. So this white piece is 4 1/4 by 1 inch. Okay, and then look, you know, you've got these really intricate cards and you're using the kit, you guys. You know, the extra, like I said, with the butterflies wouldn't even have to exist. Everything that you're doing main on the card is from the kit, and you just can't beat that. I just feel like you cannot beat that. Now comes your trees. So we're going to take these little trees, right? There we go. And just gently, I was gently doing a little bit of glue inside the tree. Not a ton, just try and get a little bit of glue in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go across this tree line at the bottom is what I'm looking at so that I can totally lay that across the bottom of my card. Lovely. And it's okay that that tree goes over a little bit because, you know, it's going on your card. And then look at what that does for that mural as well. So now you kind of got like a 3D effect with that mural, which you can't go wrong with that. You're super, super happy about that, actually. Sorry. My throat is not the happiest, to be honest. Okay, then let's go ahead and do just a tiny bit of stamping. I want to do the here's to you again. Okay, and I'm going to do that across the top of it. Okay, so we've got the here's to you. I'm going to go across the top right here. All right, that's cute, isn't it? That made a nice brightness. And then inside, I am going to use that piece that I cut off from cutting my mural. So I just had like a little extra piece. Going to use that. Put that inside. And then, move that over just a little bit. Then I'm going to take, this is the other envelope liner. And I'm going to cut that off just a little bit. Give that a little bit more okay, there we go. Give that just a little bit more piece just inside. I mean, again, you are literally just doing bits and pieces that catch your eye, that make you happy. That's all I'm doing here, you guys. Just super, super simple. And of course, we're going to use that wildflower again because I think the wildflower is really cute, actually. Okay, so we're going to use that wildflower again. We're going to stamp in there. Super, super simple. And of course, you guys, we're going to, I've got some little butterflies over here because I had already punched out like 1,000 butterflies. Of course I did, because you know how I love butterflies. So we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to lay a little butterfly inside. And, you know, I would just stamp all my envelopes at one time because I like that assembly line. So this came together really easily because when I was cutting stuff, I just like punched out a whole bunch of butterflies. I cut all my paper the way that I wanted it to set, and it was perfect. I was like super, super happy with it. Okay, super simple, but look how beautiful that is inside, you guys. Isn't that happy, happy, happy? And then we're going to put on our gorgeous mural. So easy, you guys, because it's done for you. I'm just using the pieces and just kind of reimagined them. Just reimagined how you could use these gorgeous pieces that came in the kit. Yeah, they just came this way, you guys. Like there's no... I did not create any of this magic, but it is very magical. And I feel like it really helps to focus it. And then I'm going to add a butterfly. You do not have to add a butterfly, but I'm going to because it's me and I love butterflies. Okay, and there's card number 2, you guys. Can you believe it? We're done already with all this beautiful stuff. So Paper Pumpkin Super simple, you guys. It is such a beautiful kit, and it's always different. And if you follow me on Facebook, I always try to tell you a little bit. I don't even know myself what for sure is going to happen, but I try to tell you a little bit. Like, I'll know colors, and I'll know like a little bit of like the theme that's going to come out. And so I try to let you kind of have a heads up. And then what I do in out of the box is pretty much always use white cardstock. Every now and then I'll use an extra supply like I did today with the butterfly punches, but most of the time it's just white cardstock, and I'm using what is in the kit. And look at the result that you have from these beautiful pieces that they already created for you. So much fun. And then there's the insides of these beautiful cards, okay, with our butterflies, the little extra. We've got our little wildflowers. And then don't forget, it also comes with these gorgeous matching envelopes that we're doing. So then you've got your matching envelopes. Now, I still had a ton of supplies. So I'm going to show you one extra card that I already started creating, and then I still have supplies. So I'm going to try to create a few more cards for you. Are you ready? So this is just the paper with butterflies. Here's to you. And then a whole field of wildflowers with butterflies. Okay, so then that is already one extra card. So I already have, out of this kit, I already have 12 cards. I guarantee you I'll be able to get 4 more like this with the other envelope liner. I'll be able to do that. So I'll have at least 16 cards, and that's pretty average for me with my paper pumpkin. So $22 gets me 16 cards and a stamp set that I always keep, and a stamp pad and dimensionals and glue dots. I mean, seriously, you guys, you can't go wrong. It's why I get so excited. It's why I get so excited about Paper Pumpkin Week and doing out of the box for you. Okay, so let's go to the front screen here. You guys, I'm so excited. I get so excited to share this time with you. I get so excited. And you know what? I would love to see what you create with your paper pumpkin. Or if you take my ideas and you use some of your own DSP, some of your own punches, and you create a card. You guys, I would love to see that. You can post all of that on Facebook. You can always private message me too if you just want me to see it. I would be super happy to see it. So what am I going to tell you to do? Take these cards that you're making. I try to send them out. That's part of my ministry, to go and make the world a better place, my friends. Okay? And have no fear. Next week, I know I was a little off because there's 5 weeks in March. Next week will be over the moon, and it's really over the moon. I'm actually going to teach you a 3D project. We're going to make backpacks. Super excited about that as well. So stay tuned for Over the Moon next week in March, one more time with March Madness Butterflies and Flowers. And so until I see you next week, my friends, I bid you adieu.